Hey, friends. Happy Monday to you. Today, I wanted to discuss a little bit about some of my sleep training skills, I guess you could say, that I have. So, what I want to talk about today is why routines don't suck. Routines get a lot of flack because moms or parents are like, well, if I follow a routine, I'm not gonna have like the freedom to do anything. I'm just gonna be following this routine all day. So there's a lot of negative connotations around routine that are unnecessary and that, don't really make sense. I mean, they do, but it's from a misunderstanding of the concept. So, what is a routine? A routine is a set of repeated steps in a process. So, think about your daily routine. I know for me, I get up in the morning. Um, I usually get my kids up and then I make breakfast and then I start doing homeschooling with them. And then after that, I usually will go to the park with them or play with them. On good days, I get up. I mean, at one point of the day, I can actually shower. Usually that happens we'll say every second day. I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, so by the end of the day, I do get a shower in, but usually that's at the end of the day because homeschooling and everything else takes up so much time. But regardless, there's a routine, there's a set of steps that I do every single day that's predictable. So that's basically what a routine is. So if you think of that, when you have a routine, giving your baby a routine is very helpful as well. And this is why, is because our bodies predict routine and they thrive off routine, especially children and babies. They thrive off routine. It's actually proven that babies that have a predictable routine are actually happier, calmer, and when they go to sleep, they settle easier. So, I mean, it shows in the science that routine for children is actually a very positive thing for them. It's something that is good because when our bodies can predict what's going to happen next, and we ourselves can predict what's going to happen next, we feel calmer, we feel more relaxed, and when we go to bed, we are at a better state of mind to go to bed as well. So that's just a little bit about routine and like how it can actually be helpful. Um, so so yeah, for a baby, you would have consistent awake times, you'd have consistent nap times and bedtimes, and you'd have consistent awake time. I mean, sorry, meal times. And when babies have that and children have that, they thrive off of it. It's very good for them. So, but let's talk about why a parent may like to have routines. What does it mean for us to give our child a routine? We know that it's good for babies and that they thrive off of it, but how can it help us? So one way it can help us is it creates freedom because of predictability. We know when our child needs to eat. We know when our child needs a nap. We know all of these things. So we have more freedom. We have more freedom to, for example, for me, I know when I can go get groceries or when we can go to the park because I know that during that awake time, my son and my kids are going to be happier and more relaxed in that time. They're not going to be tired. They're not going to be needing a nap. So I plan around his nap. In the beginning, it's a little bit harder because you have more naps because they need more naps throughout the day. But you plan how you can and you plan it around those naps. Or you can also plan to make a nap, which sometimes is only a short one, especially with younger babies. Younger babies sometimes only, usually between the ages of 3 to 6 months, will nap for cat napping. So, like between 30 and 45 minutes long. Therefore, you can easily have them nap in the car or in the stroller. And you can recreate their bedroom, so like a dark place. You can use a cover to cover their stroller or their car seat, and have some white noise going. I personally like those little fans that blow. They're not that loud, but they do create that whoosh sound, right? So just attaching it to their car seat in a safe way. So there's ways to work around it in the beginning, but now, like with my toddler, he only takes one big chunk of time to nap. It's usually from 12:30 to 2. So I know during that time I need to be home. And because I need to feed him before that. So he needs to eat lunch and then he needs to go down for a nap. And then the times surrounding that, I can go and do things. I know when I have freedom, and so the predictability is great. So another thing is what I kind of just discussed is we can plan around the naps. So that would be my second thing, which I pretty much just covered anyways. So you just plan around the naps. You know when they need to nap. You know when they need to eat. You plan around those things. You can even like if you want to go out and do something, you can bring a little snack for them because they do need snack time. So bring a little snack along the way. They don't have to be at home to have a snack. They don't even need to be at home to have a nap. If they're younger, if they're older, usually that's iffy and chancy, but you can, if your baby sleeps well in those environments and for the long chunk that they need to. Like, for example, if I was to bring my toddler, if I was to bring Gunner, excuse me, out during his nap time, he would not nap. There's no way he would nap. Even if I recreated the thing, even if I put like him in the car and I made it dark and I had white noise on for him, he wouldn't nap. He's too stimulated. He can't nap, and that's just him. Some toddlers can. Some toddlers can go in the car seat and they can sleep. But the problem is, are they sleeping long enough? If they're not sleeping that chunk that they need, which a 2-year-old would need an hour to an hour and a half at least, if they're not sleeping for that whole chunk, then you're taking a chance there. You might have a really overtired baby by the time bedtime comes, and you might need to bring that bedtime forward so that they're not overtired and not able to settle well come bedtime. So there are ways around it. It's just you have to look at your child and their temperament and how you feel about it and just work with what you got. So another thing is that when I have a routine, I know that other people can help because I know what's going to happen every day. So if I need to go get groceries one day, well, I know that if I wanted my mom or maybe even my fiance to be at the house when I needed to do that, I know when my son's going to be napping, so I can bring in someone during that time. And I know that they can help when he wakes up, and I know what's going to happen. I can tell them, okay, at this time he needs to nap, at this time he needs to have food, at this time he needs to go to bed. And they can help me because I know how to help my baby, and they can help me to do that. So yeah, those are basically all of the things that I had to say. Now routines don't suck, and I just told you why. It actually creates more positive things for us and our children. So I think that routines are actually awesome, and I think that they would actually help you. So I think you should give it a try. And if you haven't yet, why not? What do you have to lose? Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you liked this video and you want more content like this, I'd love for you to join my group. It's called Educated and Empowered Truth Seeking Mamas. It's in the description above. So yeah, I hope to see you there, and I hope you guys have a great Monday and a great week. Bye.